Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be discussing about track events, including relays, sprinting, and hurdles. So, each event, I'll be discussing the history, introductions, and rules. So, first, the history of relays. So, this relays is a form of racing, and it was started in United States about 1883. Is Sa sprint relays, there are 400 to 800 meters, and in 1964, the rule changes permitted the runner receiving the baton. So, it started this run 10 meters or 11 yards before the zone. Next is introductions of relays. So, in relays is a type of running race in which athletes compete as a team. There are 4 athletes, and the mission of this event is to pass the baton as fast as possible. So the two most common races in track and field are the 4 times 100 meter and the 4 times 400 races. So next is shuttle relays. So dito, um, based on my research, each runner, it turns start of the next runner by the touch of hand. So, there are players in which magkakaharap sila at nagpapasahan sila ng baton hanggat ma-execute yung pinaka goal nung laro. So, a shuttle race which is run back and forth over straight course with the first and third runners of a team running in one direction and the second fourth runners running in the opposite direction. Sa outback and relays, so here objects such as beanbags, footballs, or cones are set out of the points equidistant from the start line. So the first runner brings back all the objects individually, and the next runner set them out again in their original position, and so until the relay is complete. And next is circular relays. So dito sa circular relays, ito yung parang isang training na kumbaga parang may improve yung speed ng isang athlete at kung paano ma-execute, kung paano mapasa yung mga techniques sa baton. So, this is a training ground in which that athlete will improve their skills. So, sa baton passing, it involves skills and it requires consistent, smooth, and efficient changes overs. So, in relay race, ang aim is to move the baton from start to finish as quick as possible. So, the technique is to maintain the speed of the baton. So, mas magandang ma-train ng mga athlete as soon as possible na mas mabilis mapasa yung baton sa athlete. There are four athletes to execute the game. So the activity work in 2 seconds but about the same speed. 4 cones are placed as below. So there are 2 types of baton passing. Up sweep, which is recommended at school level. So it is important to know how to execute this up sweep. Makikita natin yung picture dito kung paano ma-execute yung technique for passing the baton. So the general rules is it is the incoming runners responsibility to make sure that changeover takes place. So here's the picture in which yung incoming runner daw is responsibility to be observed the baton passing. And the next passing is down sweep. So this passing technique ginagawa ito for the international level and for the Olympics. Makikita dito kung paano ma-execute yung mismong technique, and it preferred for only international level. So here's the relays video demonstration.
Relay races are team races, where 4 athletes get to run a section of the race. It's really important that they focus on passing the baton without dropping it. That's the way to win. Today, we're using a relay baton. If you're doing these drills at home and don't have one, you can easily make one from an empty paper towel roll. We're going to be talking about relay exchanges. There are 2 different types of handoff, blind and visual. Today, we're focusing on visual. Hey, Coach Christian, could you come help me out? Coach Christian wants to position his body sideways with his right foot facing the direction he's going to run. The incoming runner will have their baton in the right hand and hand off to Coach Christian in his left hand. Remember, Coach Christian doesn't take his eyes off of me, which makes this a visual handoff. He'll then put the baton in the right hand and get ready to run. Remember, if someone drops the baton or a teammate makes a mistake, be kind. Sportsmanship is important in track and field to win all races. This is an example of a relay exchange as we walk. This is an example of us doing the handoff full speed sprinting.
So, dun sa demonstration, tinuro dun mostly kung paano ma-execute for passing and paano ma-handle if the situation is yung mismong bilis nung bawat athlete. So, next is the sprinting. So, sprinting, for the most efficient way to start a sprint race is the crouch start. However, with the novice, a standing start is recommended. So, this event would be malaking makakatulong for running event in which ma-execute nila ng mas madali yung event kapag mas lalong na total trained sila sa sprinting. So, the standing start. So, as we can see, this is the form of standing start in which the sprinting started. So, the standing start is far from efficient for novice than a crouch start. The reason for this are that is a simple skill to teach. So, ito yung pinakaunang form bago natin magawa yung sprinting. So, next is the rules of standing start. So, as we can see, makikita natin yung form kung paano magawa yung standing start. So, the rules is the stronger leg forward to the line and the other leg to the rear. Both legs bent with feet pointing towards the direction of running. Arms synchronized with legs, weight on forward legs, hips low back and straight. So, here's the crouch start. So, as we can see, makikita natin yung form. Dito, parang form ng standing start. And sa pangalawang picture, dito makikita natin yung mismong form kung paano ma-execute yung crouch. And then dito sa third, dito yung pinaka-final na form. And then dito ma-execute yung mismong sprint. So, this is more efficient way to start sprinting. So, the aim of this crouch start is to leave the blocks as fast and efficiently as possible and to get into the full running stride as quick as possible. So, here is the sprinting video demonstration by Miss Angelica. So, as we can see the sprinting video demonstration, so Miss Angelica, pinapakita niya doon yung mismong sprinting and kung paano ma-execute yung tamang sprint form. Next is hurdles. So, what is hurdles? So, hurdling is basically sprinting over obstacles. It is often described a rhythm sprinting. So, dito pa, mas mahalaga dito siguro ang sprinting before na ma-execute natin tong event na to. So, the event favors the taller, leggier person, but this can be overcome the purpose of class teaching by positioning the hurdles to suit the physique and ability of the performers. So, karamihan naman sa mga athletes na gumagawa ng gantong event is mas mahalaga siguro na mas mataas silang tumalon, mas malaki sila, and mas um, mas leggier yung mismong form as a athlete nila para ma-execute yung event na to. So, sa teaching points, for hurdles, competitions, there are set distance and heights for each age group. And it is worthwhile marking this distance on the track in addition to marking out of hurdles. Grid for class teaching. So, here is the video demonstration about hurdles. And Miss Angelica presented this event. So as we can see, the event need to be a taller and leggier person. So Miss Angelica performed with the right form of hurdles and to execute the sprint especially. And the more na mas sanay ka sa sprinting, mas madaling i-balance lalo kapag tumatalong ka sa mga gantong event. So here's the references, and thank you for watching.